Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Death Valley. The tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the... Steps out at the 21. Straight ahead, it's Davidson. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
You hope your punter can flip the field. Couldn't do it this time as the ball is down just inside the 40. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Carr. This time he's got it. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Escapes the pressure going right. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Rush is on, and he gets rid of it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just had to get rid of it.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. They'll move the wide receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Not a lot of room to field this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just
lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Getting set for the extra point effort, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Finds the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball down.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes a hit as he fires. Just barely got rid of it.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Left side is Porter.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Coleman Williams. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. On the draw, it's Danzy.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Here's Carr to throw. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, make it a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Deep in the end zone, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Moore. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Running inside, it's Johnson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Reynolds. Quickly complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the tight end. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down to the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Making the adjustment on the play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Throwing, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Moves the pocket, it's Carr. Grabs it in the middle. There he goes. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's complete to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Back to pass on second down. Hauls it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
With the run on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Fielded in the end zone, it's Porter. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Using his legs, it's Mobley. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Second and long here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quick catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Big hit, knocked the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are.
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. He stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He's got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quick give. It's Williams. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. They're all over it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's Reynolds. Working that left side now. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him.
Touchdown, Clemson. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Carr on play action. Oh, pressure's coming. Got his man to the left. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Throwing, Carr. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. To the air, it's Carr. Fires quickly. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Notre Dame, second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. C.J. Carr firing again. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless, it's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Long way to go on second down. The corners are walked up tight. Here comes the heat. Caught. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Look out! Chase to the right. He's going to take off. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the middle. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Iptay if they can stop him on third down. Now here's Carr. Reels it in. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's fourth down. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Fourth down, Carr. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Booster.
Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Throws to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Play action. Carr under pressure. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Now on 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. Rushes on. Hit as he throws. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Carr above the noise. Fires left. Zips it out to his man. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman Williams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Throwing, Carr. Rush right in his face. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the right. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. It's a nice job by the defense disrupting the timing a little bit.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff to the single back. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. They're all over him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Wesco. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And they decided to go for it. They decided to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Hits inside. It's Danzy. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Air in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got him downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air again, Carr. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Now here's Carr. Looking left. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team, and when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snatch it quickly on the left. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. final period starts with a second down play. Making the adjustment. From the gun, it's Johnson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Second down, going to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Right side, it's Wesco. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Lost to throw again. Out wide right, it's Wesco. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. The run inside. It's Davidson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Sets his feet. It's Reynolds. Lucky to get it off.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Snapped it in the shotgun. Lets it fly. Just threw that one way too far.
Man, really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this offense put together a pretty good drive, man, but man, did they stall out. 3 straight incompletions, trying to find something that would work, but this defense, they stood.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. They'll go to the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's Carr to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Throwing, Carr. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Williams. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Back has it. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Got it near midfield. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
2nd and long here. Carr fires to the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right side, it's Burrows. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Unloads to the wideout, and he avoids the sack. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And his throw is incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust?
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.